Welcome to Al-ISLAH National Academy, the best foundation for great future.
Good morning students, welcome to the online session of AL-ISLAH National Academy. So today I am here to discuss with you the chapter named the living and the non-living, okay? And as you are in class 6, you know what living beings are called. What living beings are called. Okay, what is living beings? The things or the beings which are alive. We call these things as living beings, like humans, animals, plants, microorganisms. These things are all living beings, okay? And the non-living beings. What is non-living things? What is non-living things? The things which are not alive, like chairs, tables, desks, bench, cloths. These are all non-living things. Okay, so as the name of the chapter is the living and the non-living, so in this chapter we will discuss a similarity and some of the dissimilarities that the living and non-living thing has. Okay, so the first and the only one similarities which is present in both is living and non-living thing are both made of matter. What is matter? The thing which occupies space and has mass is called matter. You heard it, you learned it in your first chapter. And what was the name of the chapter? Matter and its nature. That means the similarity ends here, that the living and non-living things are made of matter. Okay. And as we all know that matter is made of molecules. What matter is made of? Matter is made of molecules, and molecules are made of atoms, and atoms are made of electron, protons and neutrons. Okay, it is a completely different topics which we have already discussed in our class. Now as the name of the chapter is the living and the non-living, so we will discuss the things which are present in your chapter. So what I said, what is the similarity? That living and non-living thing are both made of matter. It is the only one similarity that living and non-living thing has. Okay, and other things they have only dissimilarities. Okay, and the differences they are completely different from each other. Okay, like if I take 1 cup of water, what you can say, there are millions of water molecules are there, yes or no? But can you say that in your body different molecules made your body? You cannot say, because there are some very small thing, okay, very structural unit or basic unit, or the smallest thing which is alive is cell, and there are millions and millions of cells in our body. Every organs, skin, bones, muscles, everything in our body is made of cell. Okay, everything in our body is made of cell. So what is cell? What is cell? The structural or basic unit of life. It is called cell. Okay, and there are different type of cells are there in our body. Okay, so in this chapter we will discuss these topics. Okay, so as I said, the similarity. Now come to the characteristics. Okay, as already I said, the chapter name is living and non-living things, so we will learn the characteristics of living beings. Okay, so in this chapter the main focus is living being, and if you learn the characteristics of living being, you can easily learn the characteristics of non-living things, because it is completely opposite from each other. Okay, the first characteristics of living being is that living beings are made of cell. As I already said, that each and every part or each and every tissues, each and every like organs of our body are made of cells. Okay, and it is a very tiny thing, and we cannot see cell with our bare eyes. We need a very powerful microscope to see the cell clearly. Okay, there are skin cells, muscle cells, bone cells, and so many types of cells are there in our body. Okay, and without this cell our body is nothing. Okay, so the first thing is that living beings are made of cell. Okay, as each and every part of our body is made up of cells, so we can say that the living beings are made of cell. Even the plants have their own cells, like onions also have their own cell. Okay, chick cells are there, and so many cells are there in animals body also. If you find, you can find cell. Okay, so living beings are made of cell. Next part is that as I have written it here, that tissue. What is tissue? You have already learned what is tissue in your class 5 textbook. What is tissue? Groups of similar cells which join up to perform a particular function. Okay, and this group is called, groups of similar cells is called tissue. Groups of similar cells which join up to perform a particular function is called tissue. Okay. So there are some cells. As I said, our body is made up of millions of cells, but there are some organisms whose body is made up of only one cell, like bacteria, yeast, amoebas. Have you ever heard of bacteria? Yes, it is the bacteria which cause disease in our body. Okay, which is the main reason that we get ill. Okay, so bacteria, yeast, amoebas, these are all made of only one cell. Okay, so coming back to our next point, as I have already told, what is tissue? Group of similar cells are called tissue, or group of similar cells is called tissue. Okay, so the next point is organ. What is organ? As I said, group of similar cells join up to form a tissue. Similarly, groups of similar tissues join up to perform a particular function, and this group of tissue is called an organ. Okay, these groups of tissue join up to form a particular function, and this is organ. Okay, and two or more organ cooperate with each other to perform a particular function. Okay, like to digest our food, two or more organs we need. Yes or no? Like stomach we need, liver we need, large intestine we need, small intestine we need. These are all organs. Okay, and as a whole they are called organ system. Like digestive system and respiratory systems are the examples of organ system. Okay, so we have discussed what is cell, what is tissue, what is organ, and what is organ system. Okay, so our next characteristics is that living beings grow. As we all know that we are born as a very small. No, we born very small. Then after some years we are growing. Yes or no? If you after some day what we become? A toddler. After that a child. After that a kid, and then adult, and then we slowly what we become? We become old, and after that we will die. Yes, this is the life. This is life, and in a day, no, per day we are growing. Yes or no? Every day we are growing. If you plant a tree in your garden today, after 2 years, what you will see? That this plant has become very tall. Yes or no? Because why? Because it is growing. It is growing. So as a whole, okay. Now, if you see a puppy today, after 2 years or after 1 year, what you will see? That this puppy has become a complete dog. Yes or no? This puppy has become a complete dog. Why? Because it is growing. It grows. Yes or no? This is the main thing. And this is why we can say that living beings grow. Okay? So, these two are the first characteristics of the living beings. Okay? So, for today, we have discussed what is non-living and living thing, what is the thing they have in common, and two characteristics of the living beings. Okay, so for today it is up to that much. Now you read the chapter and you see the images in your chapter. Okay, and there you can see some of the structures of the cell, and each and every cells are different from one another, and each and every cell has their own work to do. Their shape is completely different, their structures are different. Like onion peel, you know, if you take the outside part of an onion, no, or onion peel, what we say, then, and if you zoom it with the help of microscope, you will find some cell, and the work of this cell is to protect the leaves of the onion which are present inside that onion peel. Okay, similarly other cells also have their own work to do, and their shape, size and structures are completely different from each other. Okay, and in our body also there are different types of cells. They have their different type of work to do, and their structures and sizes are also different. Okay, so you see all the images of the cell from your textbook. Okay, so for today up to that much. You stay at home and wear your masks. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon for latest update.